welcome back to Stephanie Reacts to the Bureau of Magical Things. This will be Season 1, Episode 6, The Test. So, this is the test that they've all been studying for since Episode 1. We saw the professor saying to them all, like, you've got a test coming up soon. And that's where they all started, like, in the table kind of thing. With Lily and all that, with Lily, Imogen, and that. So, what would this test be? Is it a written? Do you think it would be a written test? Would it be a magical test? I know you see me do your hand gestures, but like magic? A magical test? Or what? Or could it be like the episode, like it's called Magical Things, Bureau of Magical Things? Could it be something to do with that, like magical creatures, magical items, or whatever the test could be on? I don't know. So, let's jump into this and see, starting now. Now here we go.
I always watch your news reports.
Glad to hear.
That magical woman.
If you'd like an autograph photo, call the station.
Can I ask you about that story you did on the suit of armor?
The publicity stunt for the medieval festival. Very clever promotion, don't you think?
Not really. That suit of armor knocked me down and it never even touched me.
I don't think that's possible.
It's like it tasted me or something.
Why don't you contact River City Council? They'll set you straight.
I did. They didn't know anything about a suit of armor. You had a comment?
Regular juice and a blueberry muffin? Can you pay? I was in a hurry, I forgot my wallet.
What's the rush?
Oh, you know,
That's what it'll be.
people to see, things to do. Wasn't that?
I was telling you what happened with the armor. Who told you the armor was a stunt?
I can't reveal my sources.
Come on, we're not talking international politics. What are you covering up?
It was nice to meet you.
You do fake news, Ola, and I'm gonna prove it.
I suppose that's one way to make an impression.
Oh, that's the
Morning, Professor.
Hello, Kyra. You ready for today?
I think so.
It won't be easy. You started out well behind the others.
I know, but I was up all night doing study notes and
The
revising.
test.
It's much harder than normal school.
Really?
I can remember maths formulas and French verbs, but not the difference between a hex and a bewitchment. Or was that an enchantment?
Your task is to unlock the piano's secret.
May no need the key. That key could be a red herring.
There must be magic in it somewhere. Look inside.
Be
Could be a red
careful.
herring. It could be
Ooh, scary. A missing key.
missing key.
Oh, that's a shame. It was such a pretty tune.
No, Lily. We need to find the missing key. Look for books on piano keys.
You may not have key in the book. It could be somewhere to be in the key itself. That could be the key.
Your job is to investigate this stuff.
Just call.
And right now, you're
You're
making me late for that job.
investigator. So they're watching then. You probably have to say something about them.
I thought this was a group exercise!
I've been thinking!
Ha! There's a first.
The professor said he wants us to unlock the piano's secrets, right?
So?
So I was wondering, maybe we need to find a key.
We already know that.
I mean the other sort of key. For a lock.
So we search for a book about locks and keys.
But what if the key's already
He's
visible?
already inside. He's inside there. That could be the key. That could be the key. I see that if they start on, that'll be the key for it. I get first place.
Good thinking, Dara.
You said the test was about deduction.
Do you even know what that means?
Save it, Imogen. You're going to need all your energy for the second test. This task is about...
Good morning, Maxwell.
Orla, what are you doing here?
Come to observe today's test. I hope that's not a problem.
Oh, of course not. It's a pleasure to have you here. Meet my students. Imogen, Dara.
I'm such a fan of your work.
Thank you. I believe I've met your parents. They're very generous to the DMI.
And this is Roxy, Lily, and Kyra. I'm sure...
Martial arts.
Did she lose a hand?
No, why?
There's only one glove in here.
There should be two. That's the challenge. Find the other glove.
That shouldn't be hard.
Maybe. No.
Just look on the floor.
These gloves can move.
Yeah.
Move. Like on their own.
Okay. Like that.
And make it turn invisible. Anything else you didn't tell us? The glove won't stop until all the targets are dispatched.
So you're the target.
Hey, Peter.
Do you realize how much weird stuff happens every day? Now, I know what you're going to say. I read too many comics, it's all in my head. But it isn't. Every one of these events happened, but was dismissed with some quirky explanation. But something happened to me. I'm a witness, and no one listens to me.
Well, I guess...
What if I had more witnesses? Surely someone else would have had a run-in with that armor. I just have to find them. Thanks, Matilda. You're a genius.
Yeah, he's asking about this.
Now, Orla, I'm sure you're not here just for my sparkling...
Here, glove. Where are you?
Lovely glove, glove.
It's time to go home now. Don't you miss your partner? There!
So much for the fairy plan.
A good education can't only be measured by success. A student learns just as much, if not more, by their mistakes.
Your students seem to be learning a great deal then.
No, I thought the glove keeps zaps them.
Imogen.
Oh, over the Hoover. Wanted to open the Hoover up. Locked up queue in. Just a stop now. It's coming back in the case. Whatever.
Can you see anything?
Aren't you listening, Kyra? Orla wants to see what we can do individually.
Yeah, but we can still work.
No! You're on your
that's
own.
the money days, man. Just like you got.
Was I speeding, officer? I'm late for a delivery.
I hear you've been harassing local business owners.
I was asking some questions. What's the harm in that?
The harm is that I get people calling me, giving me an earful. Then I have to track you down to read you the riot act.
Do I need a lawyer?
Seriously, Peter, drop it. That armour was just a publicity stunt. End of story.
You're arrested.
You're wrong. Neither of them are ready for this.
We won't know that until the test is over,
Don't
will
get
we?
harm and Peter again.
Now, what test
Yes,
shall
go again.
Shadow Cloud. You can't be serious.
If we don't push them, how will we know what they're capable of?
Oh. She's good or she evil?
Telling you, Dad.
She's
They know
supposed to
nothing
be
about
good.
ordering.
I don't know. Something hit me.
Oh, the Hoover.
Did you see it?
See what?
This weird-looking cloud of smoke.
No, you must have.
It was right there.
The scene hangers again.
That test was about following your instincts. Imogen's instinct was to employ a potentially risky strategy to keep magic hidden, whilst dangerously visible. But her risk paid off. That was a textbook example of how to contain an outbreak. Although next time, don't be in such a rush that you forget to go invisible. Hers is the sort of thinking we need at the DMI. Because our job is about making difficult choices.
It wasn't right.
Something to say, Kyra.
What you did risked my friend's life. I don't care what you're trying to teach us. That was irresponsible.
Let's be clear. You chose to help a boy rather than deal with the threat. A threat that could have put the entire human world in danger. At the start of today, you said you would do anything to protect our secret. Clearly...
Orla.
I understand how you feel, Maxwell, but because of her human connection, she will never truly be part of the magical world.
Kyra will stay.
Are you sure you want to do this?
I'm Kyra's teacher. The decision is mine.
Tell her, you have to tell her.
I'm a halfling. My mother, an elf, married my father, who was a human.
How did that work out?
Not well, neither was accepted in the other's world. But they loved each other deeply, and that was enough. The magical world would never truly accept you, Kyra. So you must work twice as hard to prove yourself. Always remember there are eyes on you. You're a rarity. And therefore potentially valuable.
I thought maybe, like, do you think, well, she's dangerous, she can't keep a secret?
Be careful.
I will, Professor. And thanks.
You've got a twiling, you've got a halfling, fairies and elves. Spoken together based. Everyone, that was the test. Well, the first test was quite easy. I think I even got that one. Oh, pardon me. I says maybe the key is the key for the piano. Maybe it's not for clocks, maybe it's for the key itself, anything like play. But then they shoved the key in, opened it up and stuff, and it got louder and louder. They tried playing fake keys, kept getting popped to it and all that. No Dara, till he figures out it's the key is the key, but I thought it at the start. But Ola appeared. We saw her in the last episode, Night to Remember, where she was wondering what Professor Maxwell was doing with the sword and stuff in the books. Now she's back here, trying to turn people on each other. She tried to turn Imogen against Kyra and that. But saying, oh, after they completed the second test, they done, maybe there should be a third test for yourself kind of thing. And because Imogen's a fairy, and no, Imogen's an elf, sorry, Imogen's an elf, and Ola's an elf. The elves have each other's backs, fairies have each other's backs and stuff. But I thought Professor Maxwell was a fairy. But at the end of it, we found out he's a halfling. I think that's half fairy, half human. I don't know if he says half elf or not, but I'm guessing it's half fairy, half human. I'm gonna check. Well, he's an elf then, half elf. My bad, I thought it was a fairy, but half elf, half human. His father was an elf, and his mother was a human. I just heard it and I forgot it already. That's how bad my brain is. I can't take anything in like that, I can't. Even if I've got earplugs in to hold them, it's can't go in one ear out of the other. Because it does, it'll go right through the wire up to the ear, the earplugs. But anyway, he's a halfling, half human, half elf. And that's why you sing up for Kyra, because she's a triling. She's half human, half fairy, half elf. But because she was full human at the start, she has got human friends, like Peter. But she either has to tell Peter about this magic and get him to swear not to say anything to MD, or get him to try drop his cases. She's bringing up old stories like Purple Lakes, The Night, A Flying Chair. Now we've seen this black smoke in the sky. Now he'll bring that up. He was pestering all people around town about the night. Because Ola told him it was only a publicity stunt. And he doesn't believe that, he doesn't. So, I think she'll try to target Peter. I think she was. Because she's seen her doing that with her fingers. Like, probably moving the cloud towards him. I forget the cloud's name. Let me check. I think it's something claw. Smoke claw, or whatever it is, claw. I find a wee bit, do I go too forward? And here it's, yeah. Shadowclaw, that's what it is, Shadowclaw. And cause she saw Peter, she knows Peter's snooping about magic. So this is her trying to get rid of Kyra too. By thinking, would Kyra keep her secret? Or will she protect her friend who's a human? So she done, like I say, with her fingers to put the cloud Shadowclaw next to Peter. And Kyra saw it. That's why Kyra was angry at her for him. What did you put my friend in danger for? Then Imogen remembered from the museum when he was trying to get the glove. She remembered about the Hoover. So she disappeared in front of Peter. I don't think Peter saw her disappearing, but she disappeared in front of Peter. Went to the museum, grabbed the Hoover, and reappeared and sucked Shadowclaw into the Hoover in front of Peter. But Kyra is like in front of Peter, so he doesn't see. Oh. So what's Ola's plan? She tried to get rid of Maxwell. And maybe if she comes to teach her, she might kick Kyra out of school. Because I know her, and I think it's Lily's father, were shocked about last episode, about like the sword. And like Maxwell says, the magical community doesn't like half people, like half elves, half fairies, half trilings, kind of thing, like that, trilings. And it says they have to work twice as hard. And because Kyra's a triling, she's like valuable. I thought Maxwell was going to say she's dangerous, cause like the secrets. But he says to her, you're valuable in this world. Cause they're not a lot of you, or you're the only one of your kind at the minute. So yeah, the next episode, Fairy for a Day. Maybe I could be Imogen, because like she's an elf, she's probably teasing Lily. She's probably teasing her. And Lily probably zap her. And she'll probably turn into a fairy for a day. Or the two of them are probably like the first episode, they're fighting over a magical book. It's probably something like that, they're fighting over something and all that. And Lily probably said, I just wish you were a fairy. And she probably turned into a fairy. Or it could be a few things. It could be Kyra turns into a fairy. Or it could be Peter turns into a fairy for a day. By mistake, like, he touches something that he shouldn't touch. Next minute he's a fairy. But then if he does that, they might have to wipe his memory somehow. But I doubt it'll be Peter. I'm thinking it could be Imogen. I don't know. But anyway, everyone, well, thank you for watching this reaction. Don't forget to hit a like button, comment down below, subscribe for all this goodness. Even the camera is good, yes, but when I upload it to YouTube, it's a bit fuzzy and shite. That's just my editing program. It does that. It devalues the quality. It does. So if I had to do a Patreon, but I'm not doing, but if I had to do a Patreon and upload the full episodes, that would be, I keep all my full episodes, I keep all my edited ones, like the ones I upload to YouTube. So if I had to upload my full reactions, they would be 100% better than my edited ones. Because I have to keep editing and editing to get copyright strike like 2-3 times. Or 4 times or whatever, depends how much copyright's in it. And that keeps getting lower and lower and lower, and that's how crappy it gets. So, yeah, just letting you know it's not my fault. But, if you do comment, like, and subscribe, thank you very much. It's much appreciated. It is. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, lovelies.